For my English 102 class, we were supposed to do a final paper on something book related because that's what the class was kind of about. And it was academic, so it was like a basic, pretty much research project where we like search databases for scholarly articles and stuff like that. I picked the topic of Little Red Riding Hood, and I kind of wanted to prove that it wasn't just like the children's fairy tale like everybody thought, and I wanted to compare different versions and like show like there were like so many different versions of Little Red Riding Hood. In my paper, I compared 3 different versions, and the first one is like the original first found version, and it's Charles Perrault's version, and it was originally written in French. So Robert Somber, I think is how you say it, he translated it into English, and so that's the version that I first wrote about. I found that it focused a lot on her Little Red Riding Hood's innocence, and it was shown in places like she like talked to the wolf to begin with, and she told him where she was going and stuff like that, and she allowed him to go there too. Like it also focused a lot on like the wolf's like cleverness and stuff because like he tricked her multiple times. And the second version I compared was it's a film called The Company of Wolves, and Angela Carter originally wrote it like as a short story, but then her and Neil Jordan like came together to make the film. And it's basically about a girl named Rosaline, and she falls asleep and dreams that she's Little Red Riding Hood, and basically the whole entire film is like the dream. And Angela Carter's original short story, it was just a dream sequence. Like the whole fact that it was a dream wasn't in there, but the film made it to where it was a dream. And the film is really Irish influenced because Neil Jordan was Irish, and throughout like the differences seen between the short story and the film, you can tell that like Neil Jordan is trying to make Rosaline like a personification of Ireland, and I thought that was really cool. And the third and final version that I looked at was Roald Dahl's, and he's the author of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, The BFG, and James and the Giant Peach. And his version of Little Red Riding Hood was called Little Red Riding Hood and the Wolf. And it was a really funny version. Like it's really lighthearted, and it's really different from The Company of Wolves. That's like really like deep and like intense. And then his is like really lighthearted and funny. And what I found funny about it was that at the very end, she like Little Red Riding Hood takes out a gun and shoots the wolf before he can eat her. And I don't know, like it just ended in a really like funny and like good note. And it was interesting to see like the differences between all 3 of them. And there's like so many more. Like the Grimm's brothers did a version and stuff like that. They all differ from like what you would think like as a childhood fairy tale. Like so that's pretty much it. And thanks for watching.